Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, folks. Michael Zuber, one rental at a time, and all I got to say is he's back after
Let's
two or
go.
3 months. After a 2 or 3 months hiatus, because he just welcomed his first child. Congratulations to you and your wife. I know that is a blast. Adrian's back in the house. How you doing, buddy?
Thank you, Zuber. I'm excited to be back, man. I was on maternity leave. It wasn't paid maternity leave though, so I got to get to work.
There you go. There you go. There you go. Well, hey, one of the first things I want to do, you obviously are an agent broker in the Orange County area, which is a high-priced part of the great state of California. I just love to hear what's going on, inventory, transactions, price points, prices. What do you see in Orange County over the last couple of months? What's going on?
It's interesting. I'll say that it's interesting because you still have a portion of Orange County. And if you look at Newport Beach, Costa Mesa, if you're looking at even South County, right? Laguna Beach, San Juan Capistrano, Dana Point, Laguna Niguel, Irvine, the average median price in that area is like $1 million, right?
Okay.
If you go in a little bit Newport, it's like 1, 2. What we are seeing is right above that median, right above it, and I'll speak for South County, in between like 1.25 to 2.2 is insane.
Really?
It's actually selling. They're getting multiple offers and properties are actually selling.
Hmm.
We were in negotiations on a property and there were already 4 offers on that house. Now I go a little bit inland for like Anaheim, for an example, and the 1.5 million, the 1.7 million, that's not moving.
Hmm.
And why? Because in Anaheim and in the northern end markets, their average price point is 800. 1.2 is right above that threshold. So we're seeing this tiny little soft spot that is getting tons of activity, which is interesting.
It's really interesting because I talked to you met Beth at the event over the weekend. She's a top 1% agent in Seattle. Seattle, where she's at, kind of the same median price point as Orange County. It's really interesting because what she's telling me is, and again, I always say real estate has three markets. There's first time home buyer, there's move up, and luxury. So she was telling me like 2 weeks ago, people can go watch her playlist called Beth. There was a hole in her market. The move up market, there was like no inventory. It's not like there were no off, there's no active inventory. They had some low end condos and they had some luxury stuff that's sitting, but there was nothing in the middle. So what are you seeing when you look at Orange County? How's that mix? First time home buyer, sub $1 million, middle, and then what's going on in luxury? Let's call luxury 2.5 plus.
Luxury 2.5, 3 plus, that's not moving. I think they really understand what the market is going to do, that avatar of a really high-end luxury market.
Okay.
I do see, though, the move up buyers is where the most activity is taking place. The
Interesting.
first time home buyers are having a hard time qualifying to pay for the house. But we
Yeah.
are seeing a lot of people that are selling their single family residence to move towards the beach, selling in San Juan to move to San Clemente, selling in Laguna Niguel to move to Dana Point,
Interesting.
or vice versa, selling in Dana a little 1,000 square feet shack to go to Laguna Niguel to get a 2,500, 3,000 square foot
Hmm.
house. It's that right in that middle. The lower, the first time buyers, it's hit and miss. Luxury, hit and miss. But if you're an agent in Southern California, I would focus on those prices and look at how many active listings there are under $1 million, and then how many active their listings there are between 1 million and 1.5 million, then 1.5 million and 2, and then monitor those. See how many of those are selling. Within the last 7 days, we had 33 go under contract, all between. Let's see, the lowest was 950 and the highest was 2.8.
And then since you're looking at the stats, do you also have like expireds or cancellations? I'm not sure how they're flagged. What's been going on the last week? Kind of everything.
It's a lot of the high end luxury. If I look at all of the expireds that happened in the last 7 days, there's 7 of them: 3.9, 2.7, 3.8, 4.9.
Yeah, that's what I would think. Okay, so it's really interesting. So really, what we have going on right now, kind of like Seattle, is you have lifestyle decisions, right? You're selling your shack near the water to get something bigger. You're sharing this one and getting close to the water. So you do have that kind of lifestyle movement. But yeah, first time home buyers. Jerome Powell told us this was coming, right? Pain is coming. It's all first time home buyer. It's going to be interesting because rates have taken a noticeable drip down or down in the last 14 days, and I think they're down again today. It'll be really interesting to see once the Fed is done. I think the Fed is within a point of what's called the terminal rate, which means maybe we have two, maybe we have three more upward movements, and then they're going to be flat for a year. It'll be really interesting to see if mortgage rates go sub 6 sometime next year, because I think 6 is the number that brings people back. What do you think?
Yeah, I see. Well, just the consumers I'm talking to, all the buyers, right? If I can get 5.5, can we get 5.5? I'll do 5.5. I'm not doing 7. I'm not doing 7.5. Can I get 5.5?
Seven's back. It's funny. The longer we stay in the 7s, this is just how I've been studying the consumer forever. The consumer is predictable. If we stay in the 7s for like 6 months,
they'll start doing it.
We go low 6s. They'd be like, yeah. And dude, we go 5.99. It's game over. It's like they would have already forgotten 3%. All they'll remember is 7.5, and then they'll take 5.99. But the key is we got to be here a while. We got to be here till March.
Yep. Yeah.
So I think it's going to be a pretty slow winter.
And if for those of you that are listing high-end properties, it's really important that we're taking a look at what is actually went pending, and go and preview these properties. I'm telling the agent this. Go look at what's pending. Go see if you can get in it. Walk it and see what the difference is between that and the house that isn't selling on the market, because there is a certain avatar out there in your market. There's a certain home, like a lifestyle, right, that's fitting a certain clientele. So take a look at that, guys. For flippers, if you're going onto the market in Orange County, you need to be at least 10% below what you think it's worth.
Yeah, I couldn't agree with that. You got to really protect yourself, right? The market pivoted. The market caught a lot of flippers. A lot of you need to just sell, clean up your bad deals, take the L so you can survive and move on. This isn't about protecting your ego and being never losing money. It's okay to lose money once in a while. It's not okay to go bankrupt.
Yeah.
So just
the way I see it, either way, we're catching a falling knife, right? Mm-hmm. How bad do we want to get cut?
Exactly. Yeah, exactly. Ouch. So in the end, Orange County's still transacting. It's transacting kind of slower. I'm guessing transactions are down 50% from 6 months ago.
Yeah, absolutely. Easy.
Yeah.
Easy.
Yeah, down 50%. Very, very cold. The winter's going to be slow. I'm looking forward to March 15th. I think the start of the spring selling season is going to be really interesting. Where are interest rates? Where's unemployment? Where's the economy? I have no idea. I just know between today and March 15th, it's just going to be slow. For me as a buyer, I'm ecstatic because I can write disrespectful offers like Patrick Bet David says, and I'll get a couple. And I will enjoy the ones that I get, and I'll just move on from the ones that say no. So I'm personally excited to be buying in this environment. What about you?
Yeah, I'm excited. I'm excited for not just buying, but for the opportunity that I believe a lot of, if we're thinking clearly, right, if we're not just focused on listings, there's going to be a massive opportunity for us to acquire a lot of real estate in the next year, 2 years at really good rates, really good. I'm working on a seller finance right now, 2% mortgage rate, right? Taking it over, giving them 20 grand, right? How many more of those can we find?
A lot.
So
more.
I see
all
that big. But for those of you that are, listing agents that are listening to this, guys, if you have a seller that is like trying to make an additional $10, $15, $20,000 on their deal right now, I want you to work on the communication on helping them realize what happens when they walk away from the only offer that they have on the table right now. Yes, interest rates, I understand they went down over the last 2 days, and we may be seeing a little bit more activity than before. But make no mistake about it, you don't have 5 offers. So whatever offer you do have, don't try to scrape for another 20, 25. I made this mistake on one of the flips, and then I had to stop, and I'm like, wait a minute. No, take it. And then what happens? The neighbor sold for like $75K below what I sold for a month later. Wow. So 25 or 75?
I know which one I'd rather take.
Something to think about, guys, and to really lead your sellers with that, right? I mean, that's the first thing I tell them. Look, firsthand experience. This is what's going on.
There you go. Well, Adrian, if somebody wanted to follow you, be part of your network, how would they do that?
Instagram @Adrian Hernandez. Appreciate you guys tuning in.
Awesome. Thank you so much.
Thank you.